Okay. I'm sure what the fuck. You wait for them y'all to roll in real quick. But yeah, man, I'm excited though. No cap. I'm excited today. Cause a couple days ago, let me get my frame. A couple days ago, I asked for what's that nigga name? I asked for Manny Pacquiao to either fight Earl, to fight Bud, what's the camera right here? To fight Earl, to fight Bud, fight some goddamn battle in 147. Or I feel like shit, the WBA should strip him. Or I feel like the WBA should strip him. And lucky me, I got my goddamn wish because I found that shit about my 2-3 hours ago that the WBA indeed stripped Manny Pacquiao. I motherfucking celebrated. I goddamn celebrated. Cause I don't think Manny Pacquiao had no intention. I don't think Manny Pacquiao had no intention of unifying them goddamn belts at all. I really don't. Manny Pacquiao wasn't even moving. Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao wasn't even moving like a man who had intentions on unifying that division. When he went to the ring with Earl, did he really give you the vibe of a man that truly had intent to fight Earl? That nigga ain't even look Earl in the face. Yo, what do left? You trying to what you trying to do left? You really my co-host, bro. You really the co-host. I'm making a tweet right now to let motherfuckers know I hopped on. I shared the other jump, but I had to delete that link because I fucked some shit up. And nigga had ended up retweeting it, but I had to delete that motherfucker. I gotta do it over. I still ain't found out how to get motherfucking wrenches and shit yet either though. That's what I wanna do. That's my nigga left for being media. I have my other homeboy Trap Media said he was gonna come through this joint. He said he was gonna come through this joint. He wanted to come on. He had brought me on. He brought me on his joint. So I want to bring him on my joint. I'm trying to see how I'll find his ass. Oh, shit. You know I'm just learning how to do this shit. He said he was coming out in 11 minutes though. Let me hit him up and see. But yeah, I'm happy now. You trying to rain on my parade left. You trying to rain on my parade. And you trying to kill my Bud and Spence unification fight for undisputed. Cause you know goddamn well if Earl get 3 belts, ain't no goddamn Terrence Crawford fight happening. What's I'm finna hit up Trap now. You trying to fuck up my unification game, my undisputed game. Nah, I'm not kidding. I'm being realistic. It's more likely to happen. Yeah, you about right. You about right. But you know, if it happened the way you say it's gonna happen, we damn near ain't gonna get. We damn near ain't gonna get Spence versus Bud. Unless you think Bud finna eat that bullet. Or unless Spence come on off and be like, well, fuck it, he can get the 50-50. Because Spence, what make you think this shit gonna get any better if Spence get 3 belts instead of having 2? This shit is only gonna get worse if Spence get that fight. Can you hear the TV? Can you hear the game? Watching Cavs versus Knicks. I want to take that other gym now. This Spence say this is what he was going to do a couple years ago. Yeah. Yeah. That's when we thought him and you remember when we thought Earl Spence and Bud was friends? You remember when they had each other number and shit? And when they had each other number, when Earl said out his own mouth, I got Bud number. It seemed like we are a long way away from that, bro. He said he'd clean up his side of the street first, right? True that. He also said 60-40. He also said 60-40. Down who? Down Earl? Earl been pretty consistent. Earl been pretty consistent in what the fuck he say. I ain't down Earl. And I ain't down Bud inside the ring. I'm down mine. The way Bud thinking outside the ring. Really? This shit ain't gonna happen. Unless Spence trap. Unless Spence take their I dropped the link. Y'all folks want to jump in this jump. Unless Spence be like, fuck it, and go and give him 50-50. That's the only way I see this shit happen. Why would Earl or Bud give an inch in public negotiations? You making sense to me, Left? You making sense to me. But what I'm saying is, you think they doing this shit for public negotiation? I think these folks dead ass serious about this shit and they ain't budging. That's what I think. I don't think this is a leverage thing. I think this how these folks really feel. Trap.
Yo, yo, you hear me?
Left.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me turn down my.
Can y'all hear my TV? Type shit.
No. Make sure you turn that down because you don't want to get no copyright strikes from the NBA or whoever the hell you got on there.
Y'all can hear
That's
me?
why I was asking, motherfucker. Yeah. Where the fuck we going? We just, man, we just, motherfucker, we just, what the fuck I was saying? You was talking about, why was it? Yeah. I don't feel like these niggas just negotiating, bro. I feel like this how these niggas really feel and these folks ain't gonna move.
Man, they just talking. They ain't even know hard numbers been discussed. Man. Yeah, we hear you. They just talking. They ain't even know hard numbers been discussed, man. It's just all talk at this point. I'm not even worried about no public negotiation. Anything negotiating in public is just all talk. When they both sit down, they see them numbers, how much number it is. They gonna come to an agreement. When they see what the real numbers are, what could be made, they gonna come to an agreement easily.
I hope you're right, Eddie.
Yeah, I don't see that shit happen. Cause the nigga Bud delusional. He think he don't understand.
Yeah, like
this ain't no. This ain't backyard fighting. Like this prize fighting, nigga. You don't sell shit. If you don't sell shit, what you talking about 50-50 for? Like that ain't even no negotiate. Like it's like nigga, you disrespecting me. I done put in all these sales. You do 20,000 and 75,000, and you come talking about 50. It's like nigga, you not even serious. You not trying to fight. Then you don't. It's like you don't put no effort. Green Bay just played. That's your team.
Okay, so what you expect?
I expect the nigga to be realistic if you talking all this ducking shit.
Hello?
You can't be saying I'm ducking. And I'm putting up numbers. And then you talk the nigga just irrealistic.
You expect Bud to be like you expect Bud to be like, okay, Earl, I'll take 60-40.
Hey, look, let me
no, wait. Answer that question. Y'all expect Bud to be like, okay, I'll take 60-40.
I mean, you can come like that. You can come. It's not this. See, this what it is. Niggas just on some like that. Don't make you no less of no nigga. Like you just not putting up the numbers. Like it's like whatever to make. What Javante say when he wanted to fight with Ryan? He said if Ryan want A side, he can have A side. I just want to make the fight.
Okay. But look at this way. Look at this way too. So Bud say, okay, Earl, I'll take 60-40. Now you get in the negotiation, you get into the back room, and Earl say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna give you 70-30. Take it. Now you got to negotiate your way up to 65-35. You don't want to give an inch in negotiations. At the start of negotiations, you do not want to give an inch. If Earl is saying 60-40, Bud's supposed to say 50-50. He ain't supposed to acquiesce to Earl in public.
I think
this is all posturing though right now. That's what I'm saying. It's all posturing. He ain't supposed to acquiesce to Earl.
It's all just posturing. I don't think so. I think Bud really one of them type niggas. Like he feel like because he got so many roses for unifying. He really feel like he a 50-50.
Bud ain't taking shit less than 50-50. Like he ain't going. Like he ain't budging off that shit. That's how I feel.
That's what he should be saying. That's exactly what he should be saying. He shouldn't be giving up. He shouldn't be giving up. He should not be giving up negotiation power in public already. Now, when they get behind closed doors and they see them numbers, it's gonna come out. Everybody gonna get a lot more reason. They don't even know what the numbers are yet.
But based on what? That's like me and SouthernTea about to do a show.
He's basing it on his. He's basing it on. I'm not gonna give this nigga the upper hand in public negotiations. Man, fights. if he like I say, you can't give Bud as a fighter, as a man, cannot, even if he don't deserve as much, he can't say it in public. You already done let Earl win the
look,
first round.
I don't
hey,
even
look,
think it's that though,
look,
because Earl an
look.
honorable nigga from how he done carried himself the whole time. He ain't no nigga to just be tossing shit out there. If he say 60-40, he not about to go in and be like, all right, well 70-30 then. Now
That's
shit
good,
could
Earl.
change based on what he accomplished down the line. Like if he go get another belt, shit could change. But if he would have took it under this precedent right now, I think it'll be 60-40. But yeah, if he go get that other
I think
belt,
y'all
shit
really,
could fall to 70-30.
Flip the
I see.
situation
This
left.
all like
Flip the situation left. If Bud was the nigga doing all the pay per views and was the A side and Spence was the B side, do you think this fight would have happened already? You goddamn right it would have, G. Yes, because Earl would have took the 60-40 already.
Vince ain't no prideful nigga like that. Like he ain't.
Bro, it's not just because it makes sense, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
it's like, but look, Southern T. If me and you gonna do it, if me and you gonna do a collab show, I see you doing numbers already. I'm not really doing numbers like that. When we go to split, talk about the money in the splits. If you say 60-40, I can't get mad because I'm not bringing the same shit you bringing to the table. That's not you
exactly.
disrespecting me. That's
He
just
gonna say
business.
that. He gonna say that to you,
oh,
man to man. He ain't gonna say that all out in the public.
But even if he said it, I'm not gonna be hurt because this man done already built his value.
I
Why would
don't
I
you
undercut? Why
left.
would I
You
undercut
can
another
do the
black
other
man?
thing left.
Did
I
I,
think
did I
Bud dead ass, man.
Booze, what's good?
I think he dead ass.
You
But
see,
niggas,
Booze,
niggas.
I
that's
don't think he's trying to
OVOJ.
keep it high. I think Bud think he
Huh?
deserves 50-50 right now.
Oh no, he
Man,
do.
look, I think y'all reading it way too much into this, man. This is just public posturing, for, as far as I'm concerned. When they sit down, they see them numbers. When they see them numbers, that's when is the shit
But
gonna
I,
get real.
but,
It's gonna
but
happen, man.
But what everybody got to drop, they got to stop talking about who the nigga Earl done fought and he done fought this many Hall of Fame. None of that shit matter. He could have fought me and you. If he doing the numbers that he doing and Bud doing the numbers that he doing, that's the only thing that matter when you come to the table. It's like, nigga, I'm making this much money. We trying to come together and get some money, but I'm already doing this by myself. Now we gonna come together to get some money. I'm not about to give you what I'm already getting by myself. It got to make sense for me, nigga.
I
This ain't
feel you.
backyard fighting. This prize fight.
I think it's all just public posturing right now, man. And Bud shouldn't give an inch in public. No, he shouldn't give an inch in public.
I
But
don't
I
think
think
Bud. Everything that's being said, but I think he really feel that way, and I think he really feel like nigga Spence, you would have to give me half this shit. I really feel like, bro, it don't. Spence already got the ups on him. If Spence get another belt, okay, look, boom. Y'all think Bud go come down if Spence get another belt? Y'all think he'll be like, okay, I take 60-40.
no. Only way I see this fight happening
This
is if
fight
Earl,
not gonna happen, bro. This shit is not
if
gonna happen, bro.
no. If only way I see it's gonna happen if Earl come in on some.
Exactly,
You
but
know
Earl would have
what?
to be like, fuck, I
Yeah,
give you 50.
but he can't. He not gonna do the 50-50. But I think what he'll do is that Canelo Triple G deal where he did like 45. I think he'll do something like that just for the people. I don't
Tell,
think it's gonna be for
tell,
Bud.
okay, tell me
If
this.
he gets three, if he gets
Look,
three belts, why would he do that?
hold on. This what I'm
Because
saying though. Earl ain't seen the numbers. Bud ain't seen the numbers. Bob ain't seen the numbers. Al ain't seen the numbers. When everybody get together and see the numbers, that is when the fight is going to get made, and you ain't going to hear no 50-50 or 60-40 or none of that shit.
You
They
think
don't
that
even
was
know
a
what the
Mayweather
numbers are.
that shit?
They just talking in general right now. That's why I say it's just public posturing. And yes, Bud should not say I'll accept whatever Earl giving me. No, he shouldn't say that.
but
Not in
no,
public.
I ain't saying that. But you don't have to go to the strength of I don't need this fight 50-50. I mean, you can still come out and be respectful on both sides. Like, man, this is a big fight for both of us. The fans want to see it. You ain't gotta come to this. It's like Bud got this chip on his shoulder. He feel like everybody
Already,
hating on him.
on some
He
shit
don't
like,
want to
bro.
hear shit. Like,
I mean, shit. That's athletes do that. They do be having chips on their shoulder. That's how they excel to that level.
yeah, but
And
it's like
if they feel, if they feel this, I
it's
mean,
one
yeah, I
on
mean,
honor.
from the
I
public,
don't feel like, I don't feel like,
but look, everybody the same. I mean, they said, they always got their little athletes who they think got a chip on their shoulder because they ain't as friendly as others. It's just different personalities. It ain't no, that ain't no big deal to me. It's just different personalities. Everybody ain't gonna be the same.
but
Earl
but
one
his
way. Earl
but
different.
his head pumped up from beating average niggas at lower weight classes. Niggas ain't seen too many
I did a club thing.
undisputed.
Nigga, if you, I don't care. Okay, if you out here knocking niggas out, your head gonna be pumped up too.
It's not. It's who I'm beating though. It's like the
Dog,
nigga. It's like the nigga from your way who beating up little niggas. Nigga, that shit
fighter,
don't mean nothing until
a
you fight a
fighter is a
nigga.
fighter though, man. A fighter is a nigga. If you in the street fighting, you knock a nigga out. You ever
Okay,
box or
look.
spar to
Do we,
train?
Yeah,
do we,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
do we
But
all
who I'm
Oh, okay,
beating though.
okay,
do we
okay,
all
okay, okay. So you
before the
train and
nigga put shit on?
you know a motherfucker who can't fuck with you fighting you. You knock his ass out, you gonna be pumped too.
No, no. I mean, it's like you know you can knock them out, but you know in your mind like
When you
when
whoop
you
a
fight a
nigga,
nigga
when
that's
you
that.
whoop them, that's a different feeling though.
Yeah, when you whoop a motherfucker, you like this nigga can't fuck with me no matter what level they on. You gonna be happy when you beat a
But
motherfucker ass.
when you whoop a nigga who you know what I'm saying? When you whoop
Or
a nigga
or or
your equal, they feel
or
better than when you whoop
yeah.
them on a
Or did
regular
you
joke.
or you know he whoop niggas and you know you whoop niggas and then y'all come together. It's really a toss up. Everybody talking about it.
And you whoop his ass.
Yeah,
I
that's
I
different.
I, I tell
Bro,
you, I tell you like this. I tell you like this. My thing is, I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't. I just feel like these niggas don't understand the money,
Or
bro.
it's
If
a
it was
different
a point guard, but look, if we was point guards, right, and I'm in a point guard tournament, and I was playing on my side of my bracket, I playing Raymond Felton, Mike Conley today, and Dante Exum, and I beat all them niggas. On your side, you got Kyrie, you got
no,
Westbrook, you got Dame Lillard and Steph Curry. You beat all them niggas. It's not the same feeling. Like I might have went and ran through all these niggas, but who is these niggas compared to? And you might
you
only
still
beat two
be
of them.
an NBA player.
But each
You
win
still
you
be
get,
an NBA
that's
player
still gonna give you more
anyway.
confidence, more confidence, more confidence. Each win you
Yeah,
get gonna give you more. Then you gonna feel like, yeah, I can fuck with this nigga that just went through them.
but say if we both went through the same thing and I got undisputed on my side and you got undisputed on your side of the point guard bracket, when you really look at it, mine don't really hold up to yours because you beat Steph, Dame, and Kyrie, and I beat Felton, Conley, and Dante Exum. Like that ain't
Yeah,
really
but
no.
but you still, but every win you get, you still gonna get more and more confident. Even if they ain't on that on the other
I
people
look,
level, they're just a level below. And if you
I'm not.
and if you putting up and if you putting up 40 against them niggas while he putting up 20, which means Bud has knocked out every fighter in the welterweight since he came to welterweight. Of course, that's gonna give you more confidence.
but when you
You gonna
start
say,
playing,
okay, you gonna say to yourself, look, okay, these niggas I'm beating ain't as good as them niggas he beat, but I'm putting 40 on these niggas. He only putting 20 on his.
No, no, but if
when you
we have
start
the
playing Steph
conversation,
Curry, it's gonna be a different ball game for you. Like you ain't gonna be ready for that shit, but it's gonna be a different fight when you start playing Steph
Oh
and
yeah,
Dame
it's gonna be a
and,
different fight. Well,
and,
that's what I'm saying.
and Russell Westbrook and all them niggas.
Once you get to that upper echelon, the whole shit change. The whole shit
I'm not.
changed.
I'm not knocking Bud's skill set. My only thing is,
I don't want to get that
nigga,
misconstrued.
you just don't
I want
sell. Like that's the only thing I'm saying. You just don't sell.
and
So
that's all the
and then
people we
look, and this where they really kill this. But look, Southern, this where they really kill a argument. They say they don't want Sean Porter because they can't do numbers with Sean Porter. But then they turn around and say they want 50-50 with Earl. You killing your argument because he just did numbers with Sean Porter and you saying you can't do no numbers with Sean Porter. So how you this shit that's the end of the conversation right there. Cause if you built like me, go do them same numbers with Sean Porter. How you can't do numbers with Sean Porter and I can, but you want to come and say you want 50-50? I just
trap,
did
trap.
300,000 with
This
Sean
question
Porter.
for both of y'all. This question for both of y'all. How y'all feel about the Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter thing and how that went
I
or
think
going?
he
I
don't
heard that.
he
I
don't
heard that.
he's a
I heard
cop.
that
He's a
video
You go
about
coward.
first. You go first, trap me, then I go.
Yeah, I think the nigga a coward. He don't want no smoke with Sean Porter. He know Sean Porter could fuck up the bag. I don't even think neither one of these is I had Sean Porter beating Earl Spence. That rounded with that knockdown, Sean Porter was whooping his ass before the knockdown.
Oh, crap.
He got right up and
Oh,
was
crap.
whooping his ass after
I
the
think we
knockout.
do deal some shit like that though.
No, but you know I fuck with Earl. Remember when we first started talking, you when you
Yeah,
seen the old videos, I was heavy on Earl, but this just me being honest. I had
yeah.
Porter winning a close fight because he whooped
I
him
feel like
before the
he was going with
knockdown
the
and he
knockdown.
got up and whooped him
I
after
feel
the
like without the
knockdown.
knockdown, y'all, anybody could have said whatever the fuck they wanted to say. I couldn't have said shit. But once
I
that knee hit that ground, I said my nigga want to fight.
I gave that round even, and Bud after the fight said he had Sean Porter. He said he had.
That's how we got here. You can't even that shit if you hit the ground.
No. But you would have to be whooping me before the knockdown and whooping me after it for me to give it to you.
Before the knockdown trap, and I knocked you down.
Look,
I won.
Look. We had about 50 people at the fight party, and a lot of people did think Porter won too. So I can't even dispute that shit.
And Bud said he thought, and this where Bud killed me because it's his arguments. He'd be like, all right, I thought Sean Porter won that fight. Then he'd turn around. I don't want Earl Spence's leftovers. But then he'd turn around and fight Kell Brook, which is Earl Spence's leftovers. Then it's I don't want to fight it. I don't want to fight a nigga. Then it's I don't want to fight a nigga without a belt. But then he'd turn around and fight a nigga without a belt. But like it's like then it was Sean Porter dad is saying this, him and his sister. Sean Porter dad is saying this. Sean Porter's not saying this. Let Sean Porter say it and we gonna do it. Then Sean Porter said, oh, well, it's like every time something happened, they keep moving the goalposts with Sean Porter. Now it's, well, we can't make no money with Sean Porter. But we'll take Danny. They like during that fight with Kell Brook, they were still mentioning Danny and shit. But Danny sold less than Sean Porter and Earl.
That's Aaron, man. He don't think black fighters can sell. Yo, that's
don't put that on Earl. Earl ain't never say that shit.
I said Aaron, not Earl.
Oh, Aaron, I hear you.
Yeah, but it's like with Sean, the goalposts keep getting moved, and I think Sean, out of all of them, I think Sean the dog. I think when they get in that pocket and Bud start out dogging niggas, you not out dogging Sean Porter in that pocket. Like can you outbox him? Maybe. But it's a toss-up fight. It's a good conversation. But if you get in that pocket and it's a dog fight, he's not out dogging Sean Porter. I don't believe.
I'm gonna let Left go first. Yeah, Left. How you feel about the Sean Porter Bud situation and how they turned out or turned out?
Turning out, I think, like my man Aleem said, Aleem that just fought the other week.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I listened to an interview a while ago. Him.
What he is? 22.
Yeah, I listened to an interview with him like a year ago. He said they asked him would he fight his friend. He said, "Hell yeah, because we both gonna make money and be better friends afterward." I feel like Aaron just don't think black on black is worth selling. That's just my. I mean, just looking at the history. He is a lot of his fights are set up by ethnic. You got a Mexican, like you got Valdez versus Burchell. Instead of doing the unification with Herring and Burchell. Because Mexican and Mexican's gonna sell better in his eyes than Herring versus Burchell. Then you got Frampton, where Frampton brings in a Irish crowd, so that's why he's fighting here. If you look at the history of his company, his fights are very ethnic. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of Puerto Rican versus Mexican. No. But I'm saying, but that's a blueprint that he really that's the blueprint his company really sticks to.
But my argument would be like, Bob. Well, I understand you feel like that. I know historically that's been a somewhat of a fact in some cases, but Earl just sold 300 to 320 with Sean Porter. You say you feel like Bud is a 50-50 guy. Why can't Bud go do 300 to 320 or at least 250 with Sean Porter if you saying that you feel he built like
I tell you this, the real fight.
You can't sell Bud Crawford. How?
The real fight that'll do better than Bud and Mike, that'll do better than Mike and Spence is Bud and Thurman.
Yes.
That's the fight.
Any of them, bro. Earl or Bud, because it never happened. Them three niggas never. That shit never. It's really a try to keep Lawson Manning, but you know what I'm saying, like, bro, that shit never happened.
I don't want to keep coming back fighting no top niggas. We have already.
He gotta come back and fight one of them niggas.
But he not a nigga that's built like that.
Who else he gonna fight?
Somebody said F1.
He in a situation where he gotta go for it or get the fuck out.
Yep.
He ain't no young nigga no more. He gotta fight them folks or get out.
Yep.
Hold on, somebody audio fucking up. Is echoing.
Mine.
Oh, there. Yeah, it's cool now. No, but what I'm saying about Thurman, I think right now he just fighting for money now. Like I think after he got married, after his trainer died, Thurman Hart really ain't been in it like that. Like he just a different nigga. So I would want him to build his way back up. He be blowing up in weight. It ain't like this nigga a nigga that stay in
He
shape.
always, he
He
always
ain't built
kind of
like that, man.
Like you said, he
Let
fighting
Thurman.
for money. He fighting for money, so he better fight one of the top guys.
It's a
yeah.
check, but I want to see. I want to see him work his way back in shape and get towards
He
that
could
peak.
lose. He could lose to one of them and still, get his money on the back end.
He ain't fought in like 2 years.
Yeah, he ain't fought since Pac fought.
Man, ain't it?
I don't know. I guess give him a big fight. I mean, I guess give him a decent fight.
Yeah, he do need a.
Put him in there with like shit. Fuck, Broner. No, Mikey. Him and Mikey.
No,
You gonna beat the shit out of Mikey.
Put him in there with Lipinette, because I think Bud fighting.
Well, we just said about man, didn't
Lipinette's fighting Booker, but no, Lipinette's fighting Boots.
Yeah, that's right. Bud fighting Castillo Clayton. That's what I think he fighting next. They moved him. He was like 7 in the WBO, but they moved him to like number 4.
I heard his name before, but I never seen him fight.
I said earlier,
his last fight they had a draw.
He fought Lipinette's. He just fought Lipinette's.
So I think I did see that fight then.
So it'll go. Because what's the boy name? Because the boy with Golden Boy, the boy with Golden Boy got to fight next. So then it would go Sean versus. Hold on, it'll go Sean versus Bud. If that don't happen, then it'll go Mikey versus Bud. We know it ain't happen. Then it'll go down to Clayton.
Bro, I seen some shit.
What the Clayton fuck? And then they were just talking about Bud supposed to be is negotiations with Bud and Virgil Ortiz. If Virgil
Ortiz.
No. That was
Eddie Hearn and Bob was kicking or something like that. Somebody was kicking. Who was kicking?
No. That was Oscar and Bob. They said they discussed that fight. But like I said, Virgil Ortiz got a fight coming up in March. Bud ain't about to sit out to no August, September waiting on Ortiz.
Stay in shape and then just take the afterwards.
No, but I think that in between fight gonna be Castillo Clayton for sure, because they wouldn't have put him that high in the WBO.
But Castillo Clayton would be a mandatory. So then Bud don't have to fight Ortiz because Ortiz. What they talking about is Ortiz moving up into the mandatory position. So he'll still try to get that.
But I think that's the fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the fight that they used to build his brand. I think that's more beneficial.
Ortiz is not fighting Bud. Ortiz is not fighting Bud.
But I don't think Bud Spence fight is as big financially as people think. I think that's more some hardcore shit. But
nah.
The nigga don't do numbers like that. Like what y'all think he's selling more than Spence might be? No, his fan not like that.
Selling 100,000.
He wasn't doing. I mean, but shit. Triple G wasn't doing numbers until he fought Canelo.
I only see at top. I think 400. I think 420. They're not bringing that much different else to the table. He don't have a bigger brand.
A little harder now.
You gotta realize you got Fox and ESPN pushing this.
He a little harder right now, bro. Like right now, Bud got some. He got some.
Oh, you know what else I want to see stop? I want to see this how you know Bob out of tune. He keeps saying this. Well, people don't have money to spend on. Man, niggas got more money than they ever had in the last year.
And really, the biggest fight in history involved black people, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And niggas got money. I don't care. Fuck what Bob's talking about. If you know, niggas got money right now. So if you push the fight the right way, and the rappers and shit talking about it, niggas gonna buy the fight. But I really don't see it doing still past 450 tops. That's the tops I see.
That surprised me hitting 300K.
I see it doing. I can see it doing Fury Wilder numbers, maybe even bigger.
Who?
What they do?
800.
What they do like now? 8.
What you talking about?
I don't think it's that big.
Talking about Spence Bud?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big.
Only fight bigger.
That
The only fight
that
bigger, believe it or not, the only fight bigger is Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis.
Yeah, that's a huge fight now because Tank he done attached himself to Tank. I
get
keep
the fuck
seeing his
out of
name
here.
on state keys and all
You
that.
think
No,
Tank
no,
got
for real. I keep seeing
good?
I keep seeing Ryan all over the internet now. After he done attached himself to Tank
Hold on.
last 2
Both
weeks.
both of you niggas think Ryan Garcia versus Tank is bigger than Spence versus Bud.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. Because they bring in different fan bases. They bring in two different fan bases.
No, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they bring in two different fan bases. It's two different fan bases.
Y'all
Bud and
sound like
Spence pretty
Bob.
much got the same fan
Y'all
base,
sound like
but
Bob. This is
them
y'all
two
sound
niggas got
like
two
Bob.
different fan bases.
Y'all sound like Bob. This is what y'all sound like. No, the
They
fuck
got
is
two
not.
different fan bases. They do.
No. We gotta see what Ryan do on pay-per-view first. Tank surprised me with that 300K. I ain't gonna cap. Tank surprised me with that 300K. We got to
Tank
see
do
what Ryan
300.
would do. We got to see what Ryan would do on the pay-per-view. Cause if Tank could do 300K and Ryan could do 300K or whatever, then damn, you niggas might be right. But damn, y'all niggas might be right.
That's fireworks right there as far as numbers.
New Bud doing 300K, bro. If Bud did pay-per-view right now, new Bud will do 300K. This
I don't
Bud
think.
today, 2021, he could do
I don't think.
300K.
If he felt like he could do 300K, he'd take the Sean Porter fight. But Sean Porter could fuck the bag up. That's the other thing I think they're looking at. Like,
That's what it is. It ain't the money. It's Sean Porter to fuck the bag up. But
yeah,
But
right now, Bud could do 250, bro, 300K though. I wouldn't even put that past Bud right now.
I don't believe it. I want to see it. Like, if they felt like that, throw a pay-per-view. Niggas want to fight. Sean Porter want to fight bad.
Bud, I said Bud. You know, Top Rank and Bob got their TV deal type shit, so most of that shit gonna be on TV anyway. That's why he pushing for TV so hard.
no, it's just ESPN don't want to do no pay-per-views right now. They told them that.
And they done lost money on Bud twice, so they need this. The other thing with the negotiations, Bob came out and said we need Spence to get in the green.
He said that a while ago.
No, he just said that a couple months ago.
Yeah, I guess yeah. I mean,
Y'all
but
think
what I'm
Bob,
talking about.
if y'all think Bob losing money on Terrence, if y'all think Bob losing money on Bud, I got a lakefront property to sell you in Nebraska.
Yeah, I
That man,
definitely think he's losing money
I
on
don't
Bud.
think he losing. I don't think he losing that much.
no,
I think
hell
he's
no.
But part of it is his fault because nigga, you chose to overpay Amir Khan. Like
He just talking, man.
I
He ain't losing
I
no
think
damn
that's
money.
what he really. I think other than that, he won. I just think he's talking about that.
When he said we can open up the books and I can show you, Bomac should be like, okay, let's look. Call this bluff right there.
but
Hey Google, turn off all lights.
yeah, I think he is losing money on Bud though. I do.
I don't think he's losing money.
I don't
Y'all
think
turn
so.
me into a fucking Bull fan. I don't think he
I don't,
not like that. Not like that, bro. Bro?
he ain't losing no money, man.
I do Bud today, bro.
Bob don't lose money like that.
I know
Trust me.
Bud big cool, but I don't just from look like just from bro. Bud look like bro right now, bro. If Bud say some shit, do some shit, bro, that shit do numbers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right now, today.
No, Bud one of them niggas. Bud one of them niggas who bring you to your channel when it's free, but when you convert over to Patreon or some shit, niggas don't. You know what I mean? Like
Look what it was. It was Victor Postal.
Niggas don't even like Bud like that. Like a lot of these niggas just hate Al Heyman.
That's true. That's true. Come on, man. Victor Postal and Amir Khan. He has never fought an American, man. You gotta at least put American on there, and let's see what.
But I don't think Bud respect niggas either. Like I don't think he understand the climate we in right now. Like as far as the value of the black man.
Bud versus Porter will do 300K.
Yeah, but I don't think he understand that though. I don't think he understand that would be your best bet if you is gonna do your best numbers. You might want
Danny will do like 200K.
But they think Danny is bigger than Porter, but Porter sold more than Danny.
Than Danny did. But it was a pandemic and shit though.
And what is Danny?
Yeah, but that we ain't talking about gate. We talking about at home. Niggas still at home watching TV.
But Danny is what? Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah,
right? And what I
yeah,
tell you earlier about how Bob likes to match his what he thinks works.
yeah. But once we done seen like the facts, like damn, these two niggas fought this same nigga, and
And then
Danny
it'll be like
didn't do the
that should be
numbers.
Bud next fight, Danny Garcia. Because Earl just beat him, so you can come and beat Danny the
Man,
best.
Danny is
Nah, why would you?
Danny is
Now that make the Sean Porter shit look bad because Sean Porter done whooped Danny.
True.
Danny is done. Danny maybe a
Porter be a
Danny
better
Keith
fighter.
rematch.
What?
Danny is done.
That ain't done, bro.
Danny looked
That,
horrible.
that's who keep can fight, y'all.
I
Danny.
guess. I guess.
Yeah.
Danny was horrible.
I don't want to keep
In
coming back. I want to keep the work his way back. Like,
Nah,
Danny
bro.
needs to
Danny
move up
ain't
to
that bad.
154. Danny versus uh
Danny ain't that bad, bro. Danny ain't that
Tony
bad.
Harrison at 154.
Keith versus Vargas, Jesse Vargas. Keith versus Jesse Vargas.
Fuck
Jesse
no.
Jesse Vargas beat Mikey Garcia though. That was a rivalry. That was a
Still,
rivalry.
he's still a viable. He's still viable for anybody.
That's a bad
Yeah.
matchup. That's a keep a bad matchup for him.
You think so? I
Fuck
think it's
yeah.
a good fight. I think it's a
If
good.
Keith still got his
It's a
legs,
test.
You wouldn't want to Vargas get knocked out.
if Keith still got his legs, he a bad matchup for anybody.
It's done. He like Vargas done. Vargas will be done.
No,
I think
I had Vargas beat Mikey though.
Danny versus Keith would be better than Keith versus Vargas.
No, no, but you trying to throw Keith into the water. I'm just trying to get Keith his feet back under him. Let him get in shape.
You think Danny
Danny
is too?
Danny fought a good fight. He fought a good fight against
Slick called
against
Danny a
Earl.
tune-up low key. You get slick low key called Danny a tune-up.
Yeah, but Danny might
Low
have
key.
fought one of his best fights. Like I like what I seen from
You know
Danny
what
that
I'm
fight. I
saying?
wasn't mad.
Keith versus Danny
All right, I'm about to
will
get
be
off
better
of.
than. Okay, don't you said. You said you trying to give him a light touch, basically.
Yeah, but I don't think Danny no light touch for Keith Thurman right now. Not with that
Hold
power.
on, hold on.
Nah,
I'm gonna get
I'm
off.
trying
I'm
to get
still be
him
watching.
to
I'm gonna
win,
get
but
off.
it'll be a challenge.
You hear me? I'm gonna get off, but I'm still be watching.
All right.
All right. I'm trying to give Keith something he could win, but it'll still be a challenge for him.
I think it's too dangerous because of height. Remember, he came back and almost got put down by Josecito Lopez. Old Manny Pacquiao put you down. I don't want to put him at risk of messing up the bag, but I want to put him in a fight that's dangerous enough just to test him and see where he at compared to Mikey, who coming up. They so-called gave him a win, so on paper it'll look good, even though I felt like Vargas won that fight. But I think it's enough of a
I gotta
test, but
watch.
it's not.
I didn't watch Vargas versus Mikey. I ain't watched.
Yeah,
I saw
I thought
Broner versus Vargas, but I ain't see Mikey versus Vargas. I ain't watching
no,
versus Mikey. So I gotta
no,
watch that jump because you said nothing else.
now how you see the Spence Ugas fight? You think that's easy for Spence, or you think Ugas gonna create a problem? Like,
I think Ugas probably got like a 25-30% chance to win. They fight almost the same, you know what I'm saying? I think Spence just gonna be better at the same fight, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They both kind
it's
of like
slow. Slow footed.
yeah, they feel like they put power like they want they really just after they go beat your ass, like they just go they go beat your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like they go come to you, they go throw a lot of punches, they go hit you in the body, they go hit you, they how you throwing up all your lunch and shit. I think Earl go be better at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he's better at the fight.
Yeah. But
yep. Some people feel like Ugas beat Porter.
I don't feel like that. And I told everybody it was gonna be a close fight. Like people were sleeping on it. They thought it was gonna be a trash fight. But I thought Porter beat him in a close fight, maybe about a round or two. And I rock with Ugas. What?
I think because the Ugas fight was so close, that made Sean Porter go and take that Earl fight. I better go and grab this money before I lose this belt. I think him going to fight. I don't think he was going to fight Earl at first because we didn't want him to take the Ugas fight. If you like put yourself back in that time, we didn't want him taking that fight. You want him to fight,
No, that's what I'm saying. Remember, everybody was like, he ducking Earl. So I
So
think it just,
if he had to knock
I
Ugas
think
out, he would probably still be ducking Earl. But because they were so close, like, man, I could lose to one of these, nobodies. You know what I'm saying? And lose the Earl money. So I'm finna go and fight Earl.
I just think Al kind of forced that situation, and Sean ain't one of them who gonna go against the grain. I think he kind of forced that situation. But overall, I think everybody is giving Bud too. Like when you sum all this up, Bud getting too much credit for what he did at 35 and 40. None of them guys. I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying it 1,000 times. None of them guys went on to go run the division. None of them guys. I mean, he was weight bullying a lot of them. Look at him versus Hank Lundy. Not only was he weight bullying, but his reach is a 74. That's longer than Floyd Mayweather. So you bigger than everybody. Your reach way longer than everybody, and you skilled.
Your nigga reach is as long as Caleb Plant reach at
That's
168.
what that's what I'm saying. So you down there at these lower weight classes bullying. So I don't really give him credit for that. Like when you took,
Earl got a 73-inch on reach.
yeah, Earl do, but I think around there that 54-47, that's the top, the lower,
On reach.
huh?
I know he had 74-inch on reach.
Yeah. And so picture that you going against 35 and 40 against these little bitty dudes who can bear, they can't. What you gonna do? And you skilled like that, and he could jab your head off. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I respect, but
I don't
I like
really
it.
put
I
too
like
much
his
weight
skill.
on that shit because if you going off lower division shit, Floyd the greatest twice and Asian Broner the greatest. Fuck you talking about? If you going on what they did in the small,
And, and that's why I was.
man,
That's
all the niggas really, all the greats really run that shit. If you a great, you supposed to run that shit. That's how I feel. Earl never went to that because Earl always been a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? He never went to all that. He started at 154 and went down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you a great little man, you supposed to do that. That's how I feel. Like you supposed to do that.
yeah.
Then
And I,
what
and I
had
feel like
argument for the best. You know what I'm saying?
and they gotta clear up the this person bigger than this person stuff too, because it's a lot of these conversations I was pushing first on Twitter, then they became mainstream. Like I was the first one on the maybe Bud just Adrian Broner 2.0 because we seen Broner beasting at the lower weight class, and then the size thing. Like if you got more reach than me and you taller than me, just because I'm wider than you, that don't mean I'm bigger than you. Like I got more space left or right, but you got all the other advantages. So like when they be saying Tank bigger than so and so, or I think it's a
That's
lot
cap
of
though.
conversations that got to
I'm,
get cleared
I'm,
up.
like that's cap. I be telling folks, bro, Tank is small, bro. That's not a big dude. He be the smallest
Yeah.
person in all his fights.
And like Anui being on pound for pound, like I think Anui got the same dimensions as I want to say it was Gary Russell or Lomachenko, like as far as
I'm gonna
height and
call that
reach.
nigga Inouye.
What'd you say?
That's how you say his name. I've been calling that man Inouye, some shit like that.
Yeah. NUA, Anui, something like. But I'm saying he hiding at the weight divisions,
I
like
don't, I don't, bro. Come on, bro. I don't be know how to say them folks' names.
yeah, these niggas be hiding, but I don't know,
How you
man.
feeling about Inouye, real quick? Like, real quick.
No, I just think he hiding. I think he could be at 26 fighting Gary. Like it's based on it. Like I said, forget what you've been fighting at. You might have just been disciplined as far as your eating, or some of them guys who just don't eat or they don't gain weight like that. But you still could fill in based on your reach and based on your height compared to the other guys who doing it. So if they doing it with your same reach and height, you could be at that weight class if you as good as they say. Because if you as good as they say, you could
I feel like
jump
Inouye
up.
should go. I agree with you on that one. I feel like he should fight. No, they be want to put him in the pound for pound. I feel like he ain't fought nobody. They be
Yeah,
like,
and pop.
he beat Donaire. I think his name.
Yeah.
He beat Donaire. I said shit. Ringo beat him first. What you talking about? So and y'all don't care about Ringo. So
Yeah, but if
what you
you
mean?
if these guys that good and you got the same dimensions as a Gary Russell or move up to 26, move up with some real smoke at. Like
Ringo moved up. He
yeah,
tried.
that's what I'm saying. These niggas be
He tried.
hot and then they put them on a pound for pound. That pound for pound list is a propaganda list.
Made it
Of
up. It's
course,
imaginary.
yeah.
You got a
If
pound for
we
pound. I can make a pound for pound.
But I'm
Everybody
saying
see
if we run if we run a company, right? Don't it make sense for us to put our fighter elevate our fighters higher than everybody else?
that's,
Cause
that's
that's
really
making
what
us
make it
more money.
matter.
Yeah, and then we
So
mess with Golden
everybody
Boy.
see
That's Ring Magazine, and then HBO was doing it, so all of them was in cahoots. So they pushing all the propaganda.
yeah. Yeah.
So if P
That's the
with
only
PB
reason Derrick James ain't get trained up here. Because
said
all that
again,
shit you just said. I said that's the reason Derrick James ain't get trained the other year. Because all that
yeah,
shit you just said in the
yeah,
line,
yeah,
that's why he
yeah.
didn't get
And PBC ain't built a good propaganda machine, so they just almost gotta follow the narrative where they look crazy, like, oh, he ain't got Loma on this list.
it.
Oh,
Ain't
he
even
don't have.
that ain't no a good propaganda machine. Is that shit? The other side just been doing that shit for so long. Tyrank and ESPN and them, they just man, it's on shit. What else? That's all nigga know. PBC brought Fox and
Yeah,
shit back
but
though.
why not have your, you know what I mean? You should have been curating the list and maybe trying to click up, the same way how they work with Golden Boy. Maybe you should have tried to make that alliance with the Zone. You know what I mean? Like you gotta
They don't do pay per
because
view fights. The zone, they just did one though, but the zone don't really do pay per views.
yeah, but I'm just talking about like for the perspective of the black fighter. If you want the black trainers to get they due, if you want the black fighters to get they due as far as pound for pound, if you want something a bit more, because who's sitting at these tables that's making this list that really look like us that ain't compromised that work for the company?
Ain't nobody finna tell you making them lists and shit. Ain't nobody
That's what I'm
like us finna
saying.
tell you making them lists and shit.
Yeah, so how accurate could it be? Because we done
It's
took over
not
all the major
it's
sports
not
in America. We taking over quarterback now, so they ain't got no choice but to root for us in basketball, football, but boxing, that last sport you can hold on to and still ride with your people. So it's always gonna be a racial bias in boxing because this the last thing that they pulling from. So in order for it to be any kind of somewhat unbiased, you gotta have some of us who at the table who ain't compromised because we working for the company, like Andre Ward and Tim Bradley.
I've just been saying that means you gotta get niggas higher up. And that probably ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
Messing
but
with
I'm happy. I'm happy for Ugas though. I'm happy. I've been asking for Pacquiao to get stripped. I'm happy he out the way now. I
facts.
I don't know. Earl defense still a little bit shaky to me. I think he gonna end up.
I think his defense is a little underrated. I think a lot of them shots people think be hitting Earl don't be hitting Earl. And I think he do get hit sometimes. And I think when he do get hit, that shit don't phase him at this point in his
Yeah,
career.
yeah, but it
You know what I'm
was
saying?
it was on points in that Danny fight where I was like, oh, like Danny was just missing. But
And it's a time
I
he
think
thrown Earl that Earl didn't move. Earl ate that shit and I said, damn, I said, Danny just hit that man. That man ain't flinch, bugs, blink or shit.
yeah, and that's a little bit. I don't know if you want to take them. Not to say that Ugas is a bigger puncher than Danny, but I think he a little bit more accurate
Nah, he
because
was on, I counted like it was like 3 or 4 times where he flat. I was like, damn, he just bust Earl. He Earl like 3 or 4 times. Earl can take
yeah,
3 or 4
no,
punches.
that's what I'm saying.
He can take 3 or 4 from inside.
I was
He can
scared,
take 3 or 4 flush. He was like three or
but I
four
don't.
flush shots to hit that man with.
Yeah, but I don't want him taking them shots. I want him to tighten his defense. So I think it's gonna be a better fight than people think.
Earl be catching folks shit, bro. You will miss it though. He be catching folks shit, man. He be because if he was really getting hit as much as people say, bro, Earl would be fucked up after the fights and shit. Earl don't be fucked up at all.
He be getting popped though. Like even think about that
Yeah, he
Lamont
do.
fight.
He do.
Lamont hit him with. Remember when he got hyped when Lamont hit him clean?
That's why he got stopped though, because Lamont made it a dog fight from the opening bell. He made it.
Yeah, and that's how I see this fight going. I think it's gonna be a dog fight, but I think Uga's gonna put up a bit more fight than Lamont. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like Lamont and Earl. But I think Uga's gonna put up a more fight than Lamont. I think
You
Lamont
think
might have been
you think Ugas beat Lamont Peterson like prime?
right.
Not right now.
No,
Not
no,
right
no,
now.
no, 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 no. We just seen Lipinets knock him out right now, but um, Prime, no, I think he outboxed. I think his feet too quick. I thought Lamont beat Danny. Clear. I don't understand where they say he started slow. I thought he was outboxing him from the beginning. I thought he was outboxing him from the beginning. I don't really see where they say that was like a close debate. I thought it was clear Lamont.
I respect Lamont. Lamont was in a lot of close fights. He was in a lot of close. Him and what's the other nigga name? They got all the fucking draws. Uh, with Floyd, what's his name? He was Floyd. He got plenty of draws. Man got hella draws, bro.
You talking about Theophane?
Who?
Talking about Ashley Theophane? Hold on.
Fuck no. Theophane trash.
Badu Jack.
He a light heavyweight dog nigga.
Badu.
He nice, bro. He got a lot of. He nice. He got his shit split in one fight. It was with a headbutt though.
You talking about Badu Jack?
Badu Jack, him and Lamont Peterson got some of the closest fucking fights you could, man. Them folks got so many close, decisions and losses and shit.
I like Jack can't never. I like him better than
when he comes to fight, they always draws. You notice that?
Yeah, but Danny but I think that's different with Lamont because I like that fight a lot for Lamont. I felt bad for Lamont when he lost that shit, but Danny had the judges because the Herrera fight he got whooped like clearly in.
Yeah, somebody else told me. I didn't see that fight. I saw him fight Lamont. Okay. I didn't see the.
Yeah,
I feel like Danny beat Lamont. I feel like Danny beat Lamont. I felt like it was close, but I gave it to Danny. I gave it to Danny, yeah. But I ain't see the who you just say that guy. I ain't see him. I ain't watched that fight.
How you feel about CompuBox? Like I know Loma came out and said what he said, but I been saying this for years. Like, how you feel before I say how you feel about CompuBox? Like the numbers. Do you ever be like watching a fight, looking at punches, and then seeing like what CompuBox put up there?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do that. So I mean, yeah. Sometimes they should be. I don't know. I feel like I put emphasis on it. Like I look at that into a fight when somebody win or lose. If it's more, I more so look at it when my fighter lose. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I more so look at when my fighter lose to see.
Because like what they like thought. If you go to that Sean Porter Earl fight and they still show the punch thing, you will see Porter landing a whole bunch of punches and they not counting none of these punches.
And that's what I'm getting at. A lot of those punches, like Earl be catching them. Like
no, because look, I be having to turn the sound off. He not getting hit. Sean Porter was landed. You got to go back and really watch that fight. Turn the sound off.
And see, he catching them jumps, bro. Like he catching them jumps, bro.
And why they ain't call none of them low blows? No warnings. Not like, come on, man. Like that fight.
Hit him enough like twice. Hit him enough like twice. That man, he barely hit, bro. Both of them threw some low A jumps. Sean Porter, I'm be honest with you. Sean Porter was tackling that man, sticking his head in, bro. I would have loved that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Sean Porter he fought a clean fight.
Sean Porter fight.
No. Hold on, something going on with the audio. Yo. All right, it's good now. Yeah, but Sean Porter, I think, man, Sean Porter don't fight like that. I think a lot of that be over. He definitely didn't fight like that in the
He's a football player.
Is he the best in the division though? Like, be honest. All hype aside, yeah, possibly. Is he the best in the? Is it debatable?
The best? No.
It ain't debatable.
He top 5. He can't because he lost to Earl. He lost.
I had him beating Earl, but you don't think these fights debate? Because I at least say they debatable because it was so close to this debate, and I had him beating Keith.
I feel like Lara beat Canelo. I feel like it's debatable. But motherfuckers see me all the time. Canelo beat Lara.
But that's what I'm saying. It's talk. So it possibly Sean Porter could be the top dog. Because they didn't
and possibly Earl could have never had the belt if Keith Thurman would have beat him 4 years ago when he asked for the fight.
Nah, I think I had Sean Porter beating Thurman. I thought Thurman would land big shots at the end of the round, but for most of the fight, Sean Porter was outworking.
busting Sean Porter ass up, bro.
Big shots, but most of the round Porter was whooping. I don't know, man.
If anybody beat up Sean Porter, bro, keep them to beat up Sean Porter.
No,
Earl
no,
touched,
dude. No.
him up.
Kell
Keep
Brook
them
the
to
only
beat up.
one. Kell Brook the only one that whooped
I mean,
Sean Porter.
he won. He won. And I don't really feel
Yeah.
like that was pretty fucking close. Was that a unanimous decision or that was a split decision?
I can't remember, but I had that clear for Kell.
Yeah,
But that Keith Thurman fight,
I wanted to get at the Sean Porter. Maybe it was the American in me, but I wanted to get at the Sean Porter.
yeah, I had
But
that Keith Thurman fight 8-4. The only fight I had I had 8-4 Sean. And then the Spence fight, I had it swaying however you judge that round, but I had it.
how did you have Brook versus Bud score before the knockout?
Oh, Brook was whooping his ass. You see, but
I want to see how you felt.
yeah, Brook was whooping his ass, but Bud be getting his ass whooped a lot though. Like
Look, hey, I got a question. Did you see Bud versus Benavidez?
yeah, it was a good fight. Benavidez caught him with something in the ribs and made Bud do like a lot of people ain't see it, but he caught him with a nice body shot. But to only be on one leg, you need mobility against Bud though. So
nigga, I was watching that fight at the hospital, nigga. I can't remember why I was at the hospital. I don't know, maybe one of my kids. I can't even remember why I was in the hospital. Maybe that was one of them was sick or something like that though. But I watched that on my phone. I cheer for Bud in every fight. Bud ain't fought early yet, so I ain't got to read to me. But I cheer for Bud every fight. I'm watching this fight, bro. I'm like, bro, this nigga is getting up with Bud. I'm like, bro, how is Bud letting this nigga? That's what I really found out about that Benavidez. I was like, damn, this the nigga brother type shit. And he was like a Olympian and all that shit too. I was like, damn, this man here getting on Bud ass a little bit. I'm glad Bud got that knockout because if things I had went to the cards, it would have been a close fight. That was almost Sean Porter, Earl Spence.
yeah, it was a tight fight. He just went to sleep at the end, and like I say, a lot of these niggas they underestimate his reach. He kind of went to sleep for a little bit, and then they don't understand if if you fight in southpaw, but you really orthodox, your power hand is in the front and it's quick. Is way quicker than a typical southpaw. So you can't go to sleep on it like, oh, this just a jab. This really a power punch coming at you, and it's coming at you quicker, and it's right there. And you add the reach on top of it. So it's he kind of went to sleep on it for a second. You can't go to sleep when he got the reach, he got the skill, and he do got the power to put you out. And that's what happened. He just went to sleep for a second, but to be on one leg, he fought a good fight. Delorme, but Bud get caught a lot. Like, did you see the Delorme Bud fight?
And look, I think Bud get caught a lot, and I don't think Bud Chin is good enough to stand up to Earl Spence. I think he get caught just enough, and Earl Spence is an elite. He ain't a regular Joe Blow hitting you. He get caught just enough where he might not make it out of there.
I don't think he could get buzzed against Sean Porter either. I think that if he get buzzed against Sean Porter, it'd be an Andre Berto situation. If he get on them get buzzed and get on them ropes.
If it's a chance Bud fight any of them top guys, he get hit enough, and I don't believe in his chin enough to where you know what I'm saying. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, and I think he beat Keith and Sean. I think him and Earl 50-50, honestly. But all them folks good enough.
Don't come on, man. Don't do that. Don't just say don't put Sean with Keith and don't do that, man. Come on.
Keith beat Sean, bro. You a Sean Porter fan. You like Sean Porter. You like Sean Porter.
No.
You like Sean Porter, man. You like Sean Porter. You a Sean Porter fan. He beat him, bro. When he did that, bro. Keep hitting with some of them punches, bro.
No, look, that was Pete. You gotta stop doing that though. That was Pete Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was different.
Keep hitting his head. I'm like, oh.
No, he was landing some bombs, but who was winning most of the round? Because Keith would come in it'd be 30 seconds. Most of the round Sean would be getting off.
I get what you're getting at. Sean had a lot of activity going. But
that's what I'm saying.
When Keith hit his ass, you saw a break in the activity. It was like,
Yeah, because he was landing bombs, but
You
he
a
ain't dropping.
rock, bro. I was like, ooh,
So
ooh.
that's what I get into it. Why is it when
That's what
Floyd,
he really Porter was a tough ass nigga when he lost the key. I said, hey, yeah, this nigga right
yeah,
here.
but
This
why
nigga
when
right here.
Floyd, why when Floyd, why can Floyd just win a fight off activity and just working the jab and shit like that?
Floyd
But
don't be getting hit like that, bro. He don't. Floyd a different animal, bro. He don't be getting hit like that.
he don't.
He
But
don't.
I think I think people got to put a bit more respect on
And Floyd
activity
don't
because
even
you
be
might.
active. He be inactive and he be winning.
But I think niggas be judging boxing like street fights sometimes. Cause just cause you land a big punch, that don't that's one punch though. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's still one punch. This ain't no
Yeah.
3-pointer. This ain't basketball. Like
And
it's
look,
still one punch. I done
I
hit
feel
you
like
20 times and you hit me with a bomb. Like that's still one punch. You know what I mean? Like, but I've been working. Like, but
if you throw seven, if you throw 10 and you hit me with 4, and I throw 7 and I hit you with 3 or 2 bombs, but it's
but
even. We even.
it wasn't even 3 or 2 though. It was like Kiefer come with like one. He come with like
You
one big
know,
one or two.
Sean be, bro. Sean be, he be in every fight. Sean can he can trick you, but he can trick your mind, bro. Like he be
Sean Porter,
throwing them.
Sean
Sean
Porter,
be, bro.
Sean.
He be fighting like a football player. That's what I'm saying, bro. He be running niggas over, throwing punches,
But
bro.
but don't disrespect him like that because he done worked on
Nah,
changing that. The Danny fight he fought
let me
different.
figure out. That's how he be AB. I'm an AB fan. That's how he be AB.
Yeah,
He just
yeah, he boxed AB.
ran them
He
over.
he purposely wanted to come in and show because Sean take that shit like to his heart. Like he wanted to really show Earl that he wasn't no dirty fighter. So he came in and boxed him. He boxed what's dude who was the IBO. Another thing I don't get you sound breaking up.
Nah, I think he rough. I think he tried to rough Earl up.
What's dude name who had the IBO title who Sean just fought?
For
Um
me,
yeah, Formella.
IBO.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came in and boxed him too. Now Sean could have just ran him over.
he beat his ass.
Came in and boxed him. He boxed Ugas. So I'm like, so Sean in recent history, he just been boxing. He ain't been fighting like that. Rush you, run you over. He been boxing
I
real
don't think
well. So I think
he boxed Earl in spots, but when it got down to it, man,
no,
he was so important. He was so
sometimes
important.
a
How he
fight
get
break
caught?
out.
How he get caught? Trap. How Sean get caught? In the pocket.
He got caught in the
Throwing
pocket.
punches.
But look, when we look at this though, this what I never got. This what I never got. Lomachenko. And I've been talking the same shit for years. When y'all go back, if you ever go to the channel Trap Media, go down. I was first one calling the Bud shit out.
I
First one
appreciate it.
calling out Lomachenko, Hype Machenko. Lomachenko lost to Salido with 12 losses already. Sean Porter had lost to Pete Kell Brook was arguably one of the best fighters I ever seen. Keith Thurman, who was at the top of his game, and it was only them two at the time. What losses is better? Losing to Kell Brook at that Kell Brook and that Keith Thurman or losing to Salido?
Can't book you.
Yeah. And even losing to an Earl Spence. Now, how can all of these non-black fighters get on pound for pound with losses when if we arguing fighters with losses, Sean Porter arguably got the most justifiable, debatable losses too. Why he ain't never been on pound for pound? I got
AB in the debate, but yeah, Sean Porter go.
I mean, if you taking niggas with losses on the list, who got better losses than Sean Porter for the most part? Like I never
Manny,
got how,
Manny in the debate. Sean Porter in the debate. You right though. Sean Porter in there.
but he never mentioned, and he a tough fight whether you put him in damn near any weight class. If you don't knock Sean Porter out, you in a war. So I don't see how he never got that. That's what I mean by PBC need a better propaganda machine because
AB
you're
lost
not
to
getting.
Sean Porter.
You say who?
AB lost to
AB,
Sean
yeah.
Porter.
And a lot of people going into that fight had AB winning. People forget because what's going on with AB now, but a lot of people thought AB was gonna whoop Sean.
Go bounce back.
Yeah, and I thought honestly,
You put it to the choir, my nigga.
huh?
You picked Sugar Quiet.
Yeah, honestly, I had going into that Earl fight, my
Yeah, beat
prediction
you.
on my prediction was I thought Earl was gonna do him like Bandu, cause Sean Porter kind of fight like Bandu, so that's what I thought. But I mean
So,
Sean
top
top three
five.
pound, huh?
So he top three
Shit,
pound for pound.
yeah, Sean Porter top 3 pound for pound and on my list.
No, not top 3 pound for pound. Top five welterweight, easy.
You don't have Sean Porter pound. I want you to really, but look, I want you to really go back, compare the resumes of who you got on your top, and we come back and really, because I don't think I don't see how you leave Sean Porter off your pound for pound list. I don't. If we really looking at it and we go against the grain of that
He,
propaganda
he,
they be
didn't,
pushing,
he didn't beat them guys though. Yes, they. Oh, if he didn't beat them guys though, bro. I don't even have Manny on my pound for pound.
no, I don't either. Cause I mean, he ain't active. Like you know, I had Sean
Yeah,
Porter beating them guys. But I say it's debatable. Even if you don't, it's a
yeah,
debatable. You watch battle rap. Like some battles is just debatable. Like some people gonna think some people think Lux won, some people gonna think Hollow won, some people gonna think, you know what I mean? Like a battle sometimes could just be so good that it's gonna be like that, like two sides to it. That's how I look at it. I don't really knock you for a debatable fight. Like if you just got mocked by a top fighter, then I can be like, all right, it's a different level. But Sean hasn't showed me that he ain't neck and neck. Like if him and Earl fought again, you're not just 100% betting all in. You're not betting the house that Earl gonna for sure beat him.
I think
You a
if they
you
fight
a bet
again,
nigga. You ain't gonna bet the house.
no, I ain't gonna bet the house. I think if they fight again, the Earl gonna fight a little different fight. He gonna get hit less.
But you got Earl in a you think it's easier or you think it's the same type of dog fight?
It'll be the same thing. Sean Porter ain't the whole. Sean Porter, I just say top five welterweight. He might be four. I still put Keith in front of him because I don't know. I put Keith in front of him though,
Now where
and
you
it's
see
crazy.
Boot
I'm
you
being
put Keith hold
hypocritical.
on, hold on, hold on. Oh. You put Keith in front of Sean Porter today. Inactive, haven't fought in 2 years. Don't stay in shape. Sean Porter stay in the gym. Don't
Yeah, I
drink.
was just
Don't
saying
smoke.
I was being hypocritical because I wanted Manny, but Keith ain't got no belt though. He beat Sean, man.
But you don't think he gonna beat Sean today.
He
You
only
not betting
only
on
lost to Manny Pacquiao.
old ass Manny Pacquiao who got his ass whooped by Jeff Horn, a school teacher.
When you lose to Manny, he's still Manny Pacquiao, bro. He clearly still Manny Pacquiao. Ain't fighting
Man, it
nobody, so
wasn't
we had to strip his ass.
was it Vada
He beat
testing?
Keith.
Was it Vada testing?
Bro, don't do I like man. Don't,
I don't even, I don't even know if the testing was official, man. Like I don't know, but
what is Vada
that, I don't
don't
know
do
about that.
that, bro.
But Keith looks suspect against Josecito Lopez, so we know this wasn't like he beat a
Oh,
peak Keith Thurman. He beat a vulnerable Keith Thurman. He beat a
uh,
vulnerable Keith Thurman. But I'm happy Manny out the way. You know that I might throw a party for that tomorrow because I'm I feel good about that. I feel good about what you think about boosting them though. You think they gonna get in this mix or you think they gonna really have
I'm
to
gonna keep
wait?
really. I want Boots and Virgil to fight. I think right now, 2022, Bud and Earl are beat Boots' age. But I think if Boots catch them folks anytime in 2024 and beyond, we will have to see our boys get the shit beat out of them.
Did you like what you seen in that Chris Algieri fight compared to because that's like when I actually got like for my pound for pound I actually got a criteria. 'Cause, a lot of these niggas they ain't the mainstream list they don't have no criteria you can look at but on mine one of my criteria is how you look like how do you look against a fighter that another top fighter fought. So for example, when Pacquiao fought Algieri, he kept dropping him but he couldn't finish him. So but then when Spence fought Algieri, he put him out.
He
When
was
Keith
busting
Thurman
me.
fought Bondu, he couldn't stop him. But when Spence fought him, he stopped him. So
He was
that's
busting
something I
his
take.
ass.
That's a point. That's a point on my list. But how you think compared just that first round compared to how Earl and Pacquiao fought him, Algieri? I mean, not Algeria. Van Heerden.
They stopped Van here. This man stopped Van here.
Yeah, but he ain't. It wasn't like he ain't put up. But it wasn't like. But do you think Boots look better? Because to me, Boots look Boots look
He was finna stop him. I don't think he was gonna knock him out cold. He wasn't putting him out cold. He was gonna stop him though.
Boots
He
look
was
way
gonna
better. He
oh,
looked way better than Earl
the
to
fight
me.
was
And that fight,
close. But you gotta think if Van Herden could have got through that, you know, we don't know how that shit would have looked in the later rounds. But
yeah,
they all stopped him. You know what I'm saying? And really Boots didn't stop him, but I'm giving Boots to stop because we all saw what the fuck was going on. So
yeah, it was bad.
They all stopped them. So I
The
feel
only
like
thing,
shit.
the only
But
thing
look,
I got.
still fans that say because it really depends on if would have stopped the fight. Because I don't think Van Herden was gonna go to sleep. I don't think he was. I think he was. I think he knew he was in danger, but he wasn't
Yeah.
like blanking out, getting hit. He was getting hit like that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't put him to sleep type thing going on. So we don't know
Only
if he
thing
would have got
I
would have
just
been
got to see
gassed
how
out
he
or
look.
not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to
Boots
see how he
was-
look in deep
If
waters.
Boots come out like that against early bud, Boots ain't gonna
They in
get
trouble.
knocked the fuck out. He'll get that put to sleep if he come out like that against them two folks. You think he can do that against them?
Earl slow footed. Um, I think I see Earl having a lot of problems with a peak Boots. I see Earl having
You
because
think
he's
this
slow.
can fight that fight against Earl Spence?
That nigga look different, man. Like some
No.
of these.
Hey, look, you gotta look at how these people are fighting Earl Spence, though.
No,
Like how these fights are going on, like how this shit is happening. Like
no, no.
what was Danny Garcia daddy saying the whole time in his corner, the whole fight? The only instruction he was giving him, which was bad instruction by the way, the only instruction he was giving him, what was he saying? You gotta be more aggressive. You gotta get in there. You gotta be more aggressive. You gotta throw punches, bro. These folks is not getting in the mix with Earl like that. Because when you get in the mix with Earl like that, you gonna get your ass knocked out. Mikey didn't get in the mix with Earl like that.
But
Danny
Boots,
stepped in and out of it, but when he got in there, he was getting his ass touched and he was stepping back. He was telling Daddy, I'm trying. I mean,
but
jab.
but
Jab.
but
He's jab.
Danny ain't athletic. Danny don't switch. He
Now,
ain't as quick.
Kel Brook.
He ain't got the reach.
Kel Brook. Prime Kel Brook. People say Kel Brook was up, true enough, but the way Earl worked down, the way and he really broke Kel Brook shit. But the way Earl hitting you, people be like, Earl can't punch, bro. Earl hitting you with that shit
No, he
hurts,
got
bro. Like,
he got thug power.
You see, what do everybody say after they fight Earl Spence? Before the fight, they be like, Earl Spence can't punch. What they say after the fight?
No,
He's
everybody say he
strong.
can punch. Yeah, he's strong. He
And
got
then they
thug
always
power.
try to say it's not his punches that strong. If he's physically strong, that means he was busting your ass up and you ain't want this shit. That means if you would have kept doing what you was doing, he would have put your ass out. That way he's physically strong, man.
Yeah.
That's what that means. People fight Earl. You think Earl can't punch till you get in that ring and he get to hitting your ass in the ribs, in the gut, in the neck, in the ear and shit. And bro, that's a different thing. Like he can't niggas who get in there with Earl get dropped. Sean Porter. Niggas who get like it go happen. Like you go get dropped. Like you get in there with him. Sean Porter was in there with him longer than anybody I ever seen in my life, bro, and didn't get dropped. I never seen the guy put that kind of pressure on Earl with Earl.
That ain't hurt
Bro.
Sean though. He got right up and shook that shit off like a jab. That was some light.
It hurt some, but you gotta think in the street fight, his that would have been done.
Oh yeah.
So, but I never seen a nigga be in there that long with Earl and not get dropped a couple times or get stopped. Sean Porter was in there 12 rounds and he barely got dropped. His shit barely touched knee, barely touched the ground, whatever the fuck. But man,
that's what
Earl and Terrence Crawford is just like crazy enough to get in there with Earl and stay in the pocket with Earl.
Oh yeah, he gonna want to show him that he's a bigger dog. He definitely gonna want to show him he's a bigger dog.
And I want to see it.
But you think Boots get smoked by both of them right now?
Right now, today, for the next 2 years, Maybe 1 year he catch Crawford because Crawford a little older. Maybe 1 year he catch Crawford. 2 years he be able to get Earl. And yeah, I think they need to go. If they go fight him, they need to go and fight him 21 or 22.
How you feel about Rashidi Ellis on Golden Boy?
Is he
I feel like
147 or 154?
yeah, 147. I feel like he getting the whole. I thought he had a lot of potential, but
I think he just lose? He just lost then, or did he draw?
I think it was a close fight. But he ain't got too much activity over there on Golden Boy. Like,
Good. Yeah, he didn't look too good.
yeah, I like to see that against Boots. But Boots got this. You got to think. Boots got. I think he got Crawford reach.
Boots knocked him out.
And he 5'10".
Boots knocked
So
him
I
out.
don't think it's the same fight, Earl or Crawford against Boots. But I think maybe Crawford a better match. I think Boots fuck Earl up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like after what I seen, I gotta see how he do. I gotta see what he do in late rounds.
He can't fight Earl like that. You think he walking out there and putting Earl out like that? You think he walking out there and putting Earl out like that, bro? You think
he'll punish Earl. How you feel about Sean Porter saying he don't want to fight Boots or what? Because what if he can't get the bug? What if he can't get the bug?
You want my honest opinion? I feel like those the nicest shit I ever heard a boxer say in my fucking life. I feel like those the nicest shit I ever heard a boxer say in my life. I was like, bro.
But do you give him a pass because he done fought he done took all the tough fights in his era, or do you still feel like you ain't got to?
I feel like he got a choice whether he should fight him or not, and I feel like no, he don't have to fight him. I feel like he shouldn't have said this shit to the public either.
Yeah,
he don't have to fight him. He don't. But you know why he don't have to fight him? Because he lost. Earl probably go fight him.
I don't think so. I think Earl gonna be gone when his time comes. I think his time gonna come. His time gonna come from Earl leaving.
You know why I think Earl gonna fight him? Because this niggas like you. I fuck with Fanon. This niggas like Fanon, who be like, man, people need to watch out for Boots. Boots might get, man, Earl gonna fight that guy. Watch, he gonna fight him. Because Earl gonna hear that shit one day. He's gonna get for real, and it's gonna be like, hey, Boots will be Earl, and Earl gonna hear this shit one day, and he gonna really be like, okay, what? It's gonna happen. He gonna fight him. It might be after a couple, but he gonna fight him though.
I'm be honest, man. Kel Brook from the UK. Boots from Philly, man. I don't. That dog gonna be.
And he fight. It ain't gotta be Earl. It could be Earl. It could be Bud. It could be Keith. It could be Sean Porter. If he fight any of them folks, like he came out there and tried to do Van Herden, he go get smoked for. He go get his ass whooped. He's gonna get whooped, bro. He gonna get whooped. But you ain't even seen Boots get hit yet.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta see him go in the deep rounds. But
when you see all them folks get hit, these niggas then took Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, prime punches. And you think Boots finna sweep these niggas like that because he look good against Van Herden? Man, no, it's not gonna go down like that. It's not gonna go down like that. If Boots fight Earl Spence tomorrow, you think he beat the Earl Spence tomorrow? If they was fight tomorrow, you think?
No. I think it's gonna be some. I think Earl will school that. Earl will school that. Go. No. Look, listen what I'm saying. I think you think I'm biased towards Earl.
You saw manager do the Keith.
Who?
Now, you saw manager do the Keith.
Yeah.
You saw all this shit Manny knew that Keith really didn't know. That Keith thought he knew.
Yeah. No, Boots not ready. He not ready right now. But I'm saying if both of them is at their peak, it's a talk. I think it's a toss up. Yeah. Like once he get in his bag, like once he, the been in deep waters, he done been tested.
Who will Boots have to? I feel like Boots should fight Ortiz, and then he should get one of those vets.
But I think they're gonna keep them away from each other because that's gonna be a big fight down the line.
One of the nicest things in boxing ever, too. I think that's why. If y'all saying Virgil Ortiz can beat all these niggas, y'all saying Boots can beat all these niggas, and they the same age.
Yeah,
I don't.
and that's why you gotta respect the UK for putting that what's your boy Du Bois and Joe Joyce,
Yeah, in the ring. A
because
lot of people had
they
the Bulls
Du
winning
Bois.
that fight.
Yeah, they thought they thought he was about to come, but I'm saying they could have kept they could have kept them
Hey,
from each other and sent them
did you
ways.
know that Usyk beat Joe Joyce and Michael Hunter?
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I
he beat
didn't
Joe
know that.
Joyce in the amateurs, and then he
Nah,
beat
he beat
dude.
with the amateurs. Nah, he beat Joe Joyce in the pros,
No, he beat him
and
in
he
the
beat
amateurs.
Michael Hunter. He beat him in the pros, I think.
No, he about to
They
fight.
had no helmet on.
No,
They had
no,
no
he about
helmets
to fight.
on.
No, he about to fight him now.
I think he beat him already though. I'm telling you, like he beat him.
I think that was the
He beat him.
amateurs, bro. I think, but you,
They didn't have they didn't, they didn't
but,
have helmets on.
but, but pound for pound, Sean Porter beat Usyk in the amateurs.
For real.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
beat
Sean Porter
Usyk.
did fight up higher,
Danny,
didn't he? He did fight up higher. Sean Porter did
yeah,
fight up higher though.
he used to fight in the
Yeah.
'60s. He beat Usyk.
Damn.
He beat Danny Jacobs,
No,
and he beat
I'm telling
Andrade.
you, I could, bro. Usyk beat Joe Joyce and Michael Hunter, bro.
I know he beat Hunter, but I don't think he beat
Nah, he beat Joe Joyce.
Joe
He beat Joe Joyce.
Joyce in the pros. Pull it up. You know
Yeah,
they
I'm
got.
finna. I just saw this shit myself. Like I don't even know how I stumbled upon it. I must have been like sleep watching fights.
Who
And I
you
woke up. And
who
I
you
thought
got
the fight.
after seeing that Du Bois fight? Who you got in that fight? Because they talking about they gonna fight for the WBO interim, while Tyson Fury and what's the name fight for the you know the.
WSB. Joe Joyce won't beat you. I don't know when exactly this happened.
I think Joyce gonna knock him out
They fought though. I don't think this the amateur.
because they got
They
the
didn't
amateur rankings on there too. You can click pro, you can click
WSB.
amateur, you can click both.
Well, the boy from Southwest London has travelled to the East End tonight. Can Joe
What's
Let's see first.
WSB? That's the World Super Boxing Tournament, something like that, ain't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Yeah,
remember that tournament. Lomachenko fought one of them tournaments before he went pro. He had like 5 fights. Well, it was
that is
technically
amateur. He beat the shit out of him though. Like they ain't got no helmets on, and he
yeah.
beat the shit out of Michael Hunter though.
I don't think he'd do it at heavyweight though.
I like him.
You like
I
Usyk?
think yeah, I like him.
I think he will overrule.
Uh,
I think he
he
do.
over. I,
He
I
another one.
was saying that, and then I really just that's really what I do to fights. I was saying that, and I really just got to looking at him, and Usyk got some wins in there, bro. Like and he looked good in them fights. Like he looked good. Like
I guess the last dude he fought when he unified, he was slow feet, couldn't move, only punch. What's his name? Gas. Um,
I
I think
thought he
one
beat
of Gas.
Baloo. Now he beat Baloo in the Super tournament.
It was the last dude he fought. I want to say it was Gas. He ended up moving up too, but he was a slow footed. I thought Bellew was whooping him until what happened. He
That
was
was a
he was
close
getting
fight.
whooped.
That looked better than the other guys in the tournament. I say that.
Yeah, Bellew was whooping
Baloo,
him.
I got him Baloo. Yeah, tell you. But yeah,
What's the name? I don't know. He ain't all that to me. He decent. He got good. A lot of these guys. I think where they beating people at, they got good conditioning. They got decent, good
he got
skills.
great conditioning. He got great conditioning. Usyk.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
and
saying. At heavyweight, if he could get them folks in the later rounds, he could
yeah,
beat. And he got the footwork to. And you got to think his last fight against Chisora, that ring was smaller. That was a smaller ring. So
yeah.
he could, man. He could take some people into. He can't fuck with Wilder. Wilder gonna put you to sleep. But he could take some people in D Waters. I'm giving him a chance against AJ.
Mm, nah, I
I'm
don't
giving
give
him
him
a
no
chance.
chance. Look,
I feel like he can outbox AJ. Even though AJ showed good skills against Ruiz, right? But like really when you look at it, AJ don't move as good as Usyk move in the ring.
I don't agree with that. I think
He don't. He
no,
don't.
I think I think AJ gonna beat him easy. I think that's an easy fight for AJ. AJ can be agile. AJ just scared. He a little timid with a punch. But AJ, his last fight, he was throwing triple jabs and he
Yeah,
looked good.
that's the only time we see him do that.
I think he working on his game, and that's what he got the talent.
I think
Eh,
I think he did that because he lost. I think he'll come out. He gonna try to fight Usyk like that, and he gonna lose because that's Usyk fight.
I don't think, but is they gonna fight though? Cause is AJ gonna make
He
it past Fury?
the mandatory, ain't it?
No, he just dropped the mandatory.
How the fuck did that happen? When he do that?
It happened
How
today.
you,
They announced it that he just dropped down to WB. They fighting for the WBO interim. Him and Joe Joyce, so that AJ could go and fight Fury.
oh, but he not gonna fight Fury though.
I think he is. I seen your video. I know what you think, but
He's not gonna fight Fury, bro.
I think that
He
fight
not
definitely
making
happened.
it happen, bro. Yeah, see, we on two different pages. See, I'm on now. I'm on AJ Usyk.
The, no, but look,
Yeah, this shit not
how
gonna.
you
Oh, yeah,
how
it's
you
not
feel
gonna happen.
about
It's not gonna
fighters
happen.
pushing on?
If we do have it, we all gonna hear some other shit. Like we all gonna know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, like we all gonna know what the fuck happened. Actually, we all gonna know what you see.
But look,
You see Eddie
how
Hearn say 2 weeks. You see you see Eddie Hearn say 2 weeks. We gonna have AJ and Fury signed. Now look, saying it's gonna be signed in a minute for about 2 months.
it,
Now he's
it's
saying 2 weeks.
it's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's a lot going on behind the scenes, but I think
Yeah,
eventually the fight gonna happen. But
people trying to fuck AJ to sign the contract, and AJ like, nah, motherfucker, I know you in court. That's what's
he
like.
ain't gonna. None of them want to fight Wilder, so that fight gonna happen. They're not gonna fight Wilder. That is not happening. I don't care what happened in court. They're not fighting Wilder.
Ain't no way they can get out of it no more, bro. Like, cause Fury
They,
go, bro. Like Fury gonna
he
have to
gonna drop
fight
the
Wilder.
belt. If he had to drop the belt, he just gonna drop the belt.
He
But
gonna
I
fight
think
Wilder.
Wilder.
He gonna have to drop the belt. Wilder gonna get the belt. AJ been doing all this bullshit about unified and all that shit. He back into a corner, bro. Them folks, somebody gonna fight Wilder. Tyson Fury. They
Look,
go. I don't think Tyson Fury
look.
gonna drop the belt.
This why they not, cause look, they got the propaganda machine. So if they drop the belt, all the mainstream non-black media, they just gonna say, well,
They gonna do
that
that
belt don't
bullshit.
matter.
Tyson Fury franchise champion, but that motherfucker gonna come off that belt though. Watch. He coming off that motherfucking belt.
I ain't even
Watch.
think about that. They might just
He
elevate
coming off
Fury to
that
the
belt though. Watch.
franchise and give
Man,
Wilder the regular
they could give him the
WBC.
runaway. They give him the runaway belt if they want to, but his ass coming off that belt.
Yeah, he coming off the belt. But why? How you feel about everybody brushing off Bridgerweight? I don't think they should be doing that.
Honestly,
I
I
don't.
think that's where me and most of the boxing world disagree at because I like the weight classes and shit.
I do too. Cause I think Fury and AJ and them niggas, even though Wilder been doing his
I
thing,
also
but
think that they slipped, made their weight class to try to get Deontay Wilder to be like, hey, we could give you this belt. You know, they ain't gonna say that, but I think that's kind of, I think they made that for him almost. You know what I'm saying? To see if
yeah,
how he.
but it makes sense because these niggas outweighing them about 50 pounds. That shit mean a lot.
He weighed 210 pounds. His right hand is 270 at least.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I think it's fair. I think it's a fair division.
He don't anybody not 250 pounds, bro. He
No,
gonna
no,
kill them.
no,
They
no,
gonna die.
no. Listen, that's okay, but that's the weight class he's supposed to be in. I think
It's
it's
not
good for.
okay, bro. It's
I,
not okay. But he supposed to be fighting big niggas. But he supposed to be fighting big dudes. But that's not a no.
it's good.
Imagine
I
him.
think,
Imagine, bro. Okay,
but
imagine Deontay Wilder fighting at cruiserweight, bro. No, but it's not fair. It's not. No, he'll
no,
hit
but what
you.
I'm saying, why not go get no, but why not go get it? Why not go make history? Because it's gonna be around. Eventually, the other section of bodies, they're not gonna keep letting WBC just get all that money. They coming. Go become the first. Because look, this is a Canelo move right here. Because if Canelo was in Wilder position, we know he would go do that for legacy purposes. Just go get that belt, and then you can still fight at heavyweight. But you'll be the
Canelo fat
first ever.
ass. Canelo fat ass probably go trying to get that belt.
He might. Canelo might, because he said he want to fight at heavyweight, so he might go get that belt. If they don't go to that weight class, Canelo might go whip because I think Reeves #1 ranked.
But Deontay need to leave that shit alone. Deontay need to get his belt back, bro. Cause that's his belt. I don't feel like he
I
really lost that jump. But
Yeah, I just think it's a good move. Like out of all, the politics and everything that happened aside, I just think that's a good legacy move for
I'm not with
somebody to
the
take
world.
advantage of.
I don't want to see AJ Fury right now. If it was, I feel like this shit tainted. If it wasn't tainted, I want to see it. I feel like this shit tainted. I feel like we should at least see Wilder and Fury fight one more time. You know what I'm saying? At least like just to clear up all. I feel like just to clear up all the shit. Just fight one more time. You got a draw in the win, my nigga.
Yeah,
A draw is a loss.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's what I was saying. Like when you like we like the politics in boxing, it's a lot of stuff that I'm just letting go. Like I know that's not gonna happen, so I'm just letting that go. I know a lot of stuff at 35 we a long way away from, so I'm just letting it go. So if they move in a certain way, I think we got to be smart enough to be like, okay, I know I'm gonna end up getting this belt. Like they might give me this, give him franchise, but still let me go become the first, and then I can fight at both weight classes, and that give you two options to go to. So if somebody emerging in that in
I
Bridgerweight, you
don't
got to
want
down there.
Deontay Wilder to knock out Frank Sanchez. Man. I don't want to see
Why?
that.
Why not? But look,
This
this
is
is what
gonna happen
everybody.
because it's gonna be Frank division.
Well, Revis is ranked number one.
But Frank gonna whoop anybody not a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
And he
I
just
think
whooped the box in the last fight.
Usyk need to be down there, and I think Wilder need to be down there, and I
Usyk
think
gonna be good for why the heavyweight, bro? Why they gonna
and I think and
kill him to like
that's the two. Well, we can't think about that because the Mexicans and mainstream media they don't think about when Canelo going to fight all these other guys. So we just want Wilder to go get another medal.
he fight bigger dudes though.
He is, but these niggas garbage, man. Like a
They
lot of these
garbage.
niggas.
But we agree on that. They garbage. That's
Yeah.
no
So
fact. They
so
done it.
Wilder go get you some tune ups and just get you another belt. That's all I'm saying. You got another
I
division.
just feel like if you go to Bridger, I feel like if he do anything other than fight Wilder, bro, I mean fight Fury, it's gonna be like he conceded.
I don't think
That's
so
what I mean.
because Fury don't want to fight. But the narrative is the narrative. Mainstream media narrative is Fury
Fury
whooped
don't
him.
want to fight.
Fury the better guy. And then us on YouTube, we got our perspective with the gloves, with the Fury ducking, this and that. You're not gonna change these perspectives,
At this
so they
point,
gonna feel how
at
they
this
feel.
point, I really think most of us just want to see a third fight. I think nigga tired of explaining. I think a nigga tired of, even saying he
Yeah,
got cheated. I barely even say he got cheated him. I just want to see them fight again.
yeah,
Can
but
we just do it?
mainstream media don't want to see it. Mainstream media want Anthony
And that's
Joshua
the
versus.
problem. That's the problem. What you just said, say this one more time for me. Can you say this one more time for me?
Yeah, mainstream media don't want to see it.
That's the problem.
They don't want to
At
see
this
it. So
pretty much, Fury could end all this shit right now if he just take the fight. If Fury had to do what he supposed to did, they would have fought in February. What? They'll be fighting next week, in 2 weeks.
well, look. Let me ask you this. I didn't conceded that fight not happening. Now, if you Wilder's
You
advisor,
think it's gonna happen? Okay, I'm
not,
listening.
not,
Go ahead.
yeah, if you Wilder's advisor, I come to you, hey Wilder, we done tried everything we can. We can't get Fury to take the fight. What you?
Now we ain't on the gloves. I just try what I just say. I don't even care about none of this. I just literally said I can't believe I
Yeah,
said this shit.
yeah,
I
yeah,
literally
yeah.
just
No, no,
I don't
don't get lost. Look, don't get lost in that. They trolling. They trying to. Yeah, they trying to
that's
get a
left,
reaction.
bro. That's left ass. That nigga just over here talking with us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's left. But that's left. Yeah, we
Yeah,
ain't
that's
talking about.
left ass.
Yeah,
We ain't
yeah,
even
we ain't talking.
go ahead, bro. Go
We ain't
ahead,
talking
bro.
about the gloves. I'm just saying it's two perspectives. I was pointing out the two perspectives that's
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But you Wilder, I come to you Wilder, man. I done tried everything I could. I can't get
I'm
the
not
fight made. I
crazy.
apologize. What you what you want to do next? Now, what route do you go? What's next?
Okay.
You can't get AJ.
Okay,
You can't.
look. What you saying is they already went to court, right, and Wilder lost. Is what you saying?
Yeah, he lost in the sense that they can't get the fight made.
So that means he had to lose in court.
in a way, because you could have still got the belt, or you'd advise y'all still got the belt, or whatever, however it goes. But we know
you got the belt now.
you might have a belt or you might not. But you can point out what would you do in both scenarios. But just know you're not getting the Fury fight for sure. We know that. Now we don't know about AJ down the line.
I'm really trying to see I'm trying to see, am I conceding the belt or do I have the belt?
You got the. We'll say you got the belt. Then what you do? Now
I want to fight AJ if I get the belt.
But AJ, we know AJ is fighting Fury.
So AJ still fighting Fury, but I got the belt.
Yeah, but Fury got franchise.
Okay. Who I fight? Usyk.
Usyk, but Usyk fighting. He already locked in for Joe Joyce. Because they fighting the winner. The winner of Joe Joyce and Usyk is fighting the winner of Tyson Fury.
That nigga just knocked out Dylan White. That nigga gonna knock that nigga out.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm gonna fight the winner of AJ. Or I'm gonna knock Dylan White out just because Dylan White talked too much shit. But I guess at this point, you knocked the nigga that knocked him out.
Yeah.
Because he AJ mandatory, ain't it? Some shit like that.
He might be one of them, but
AJ get up next. If AJ fighting Fury, I'll fight whoever AJ get up next. Just so I could I could make him out, you know what I'm saying? Just so I could keep my
I think that's probably the best route, either Dillian White or what's dude name?
I know he was Dillian White. I'm just guessing since he knocked Dylan White ass out.
Yeah, from Russia. What's the name? Man, I forgot his name.
Povetkin.
Yeah, Povetkin. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. That's a good route.
If I don't got the belt, I'm gonna get I guess he already in the WBO rankings. I mean the WBC rankings. So I guess I stay there, or I try to go to the IBF because I know the IBF gonna do what the fuck they're supposed to do. Yeah. So depending on how the WBC go treat me, or go to the IBF if I don't get the belt.
I think in boxing, I think the black man need to stay far away from the WBC. Go to that IBF, and I would stop shunning that IBO because these white promoters and all of them, just because they ain't showing it no respect for all these years, I don't know why Sean. Huh?
They pick their own champions, bro.
Who?
The WBO.
No, I'm talking about the IBO.
Yeah, they didn't get like that now too. Like they almost worse than WBO now.
No, but I don't know why didn't Sean Porter fight? He should have fought for the belt.
What belt?
I mean, I know he wanted to stay in the rankings, but I feel like Formella was the champion. Y'all made Formella drop the belt instead of fighting him for the belt and having another belt to come to the table. Because when the superstar do decide to grab that belt, the belt gonna be something. Like, yeah, I think Boots going that route.
Just off the strength that Roy Jones had that motherfucker.
It's a belt. Like, how we gonna say that just because so many fighters said it didn't matter? Yeah,
it come to me because Roy Jones had this motherfucker. Nigga, I think what's the nigga Tony? I think James Tony had that motherfucker. I think motherfucking bro, it's some hitters that had that damn belt.
Yeah, I don't know how we just
that just used to mean something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how the public.
Now it's really like a international belt, but now back in the day with James Tony Roy Jones, like they just used to mean something. Like them folks.
But
it's a lot of folks who had that belt. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of. I saw like a graphic. It was like 3 rows of motherfuckers that had the belt that we know.
But if I'm the next guy or I'm the guy right now in boxing, I'm getting that belt.
Fan though, so I put more respect on a lot of the belts.
Like I'm getting that belt.
I don't give about the divisions. I kind of like the belts. I kind of like that shit. I ain't gonna be. I like it.
But they uphold the WBC though, who disrespect them. But we don't know how the IBS gonna carry it. IBF might. I mean, the IBF
franchise belt.
But that's what I'm saying. But that was made.
I like that belt because you got to fight for it. The franchise belt you don't have to fight for.
But they need to take. But the fighters got to come together and agree that we need to take super belts out of any belts that don't have mandatories, the WBA Super need to go this year, and the franchise need to go. Don't
I thought the super was the belt. I thought the regular was the junk that don't.
no Super don't have mandatories. That's how Floyd didn't have to fight Keith Thurman because he had the Super. So you don't have to fight mandatories with the WBA Super. So right now,
So didn't Ugi just have the regular belt and man it was super the whole time anyway though? I thought the
yeah,
super meant.
no, that's why Manny ain't had no mandatories because he was the Super.
Yeah, but I thought, but you know, Manny really won that belt from Keith.
Right, and Keith
So
was
I
a Super.
thought he had a super belt too. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he did. He just
And they just
chose.
made up the regular junk.
No, that was a voluntary. Because remember, Manny had run a regular from Matisse. It was like I think that it was vacant. He ran a regular from Matisse. Now the regular got mandatories, but the super don't. Because remember, Usyk just fought a mandatory for the regular.
So what belt did Keith Thurman have? I thought the
He had
super was the junk. I thought the
the
super was
WBA
the actual belt. I thought the regular didn't have mandatory. They just give you that belt because they waiting on
no
the
no
champion to.
no the regular got mandatories, but the regular got its respect because that's what Floyd held. I mean, the super got the regular got mandatories. The super is what Floyd had. That's how he didn't have to fight Keith Thurman. That's why Keith Thurman was confused. Like, don't duck me. He thinking that he was supposed to get Floyd because he was high in the WBA, but he didn't get that the super don't have mandatory.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the regular is the secondary belt, and the interim is the third belt, and the super is the main
It,
belt because she Keith Thurman.
no, yeah, it's looked at like that. See, that's why people see. This is why the debate with the franchise build is messed up because we look at the WBA super
I
as the
saw
win.
the way the franchise belt got created. That's why I think that's fucked. I saw
No,
what really happened, and this
no,
I
no,
don't really.
no.
That
We
could be a
know.
whole
We know they
that's good.
used it. We know they used it to avoid black fighters. But I'm saying
That's good.
the but if we gonna have that energy for the franchise, we gotta have that same energy for the WBA Super because the
I don't
WBA
look at
Super
the
don't
super
have
like that
mandatory.
because I don't look because the Floyd was
Because
fighting Hill with the super belt. Keith
yeah,
Thurman,
but
who,
by
who Keith
choice.
Thurman, Keith Thurman was fighting Sean Porter with the super belt. Bro, that super was getting defended. Like,
No, it
like
was getting defended, but then was voluntaries. But it still was no way for the little man to come up and challenge you and get his shot. Like Keith Thurman,
well,
that
I
that could
guess
have
the
been life changing for Keith Thurman if he would have got that Floyd fight. But it's no mandatories. That could have changed his whole trajectory. Like
but I'm
that's why.
thinking they only gave Thurman. That's yeah, like they gave him that belt. Damn, you right, bro.
Yeah, because the regular belt. Remember, Usyk just fought a mandatory. I mean, not why I keep saying Usyk. Ugas. Ugas just fought a mandatory
Who
for his
T.O.
WBA
T.O.
regular.
I'm gonna fight T.O. with the franchise belt.
Because Tank got the
Yeah.
WBA regular belt at 135. Tiafimo got the super belt.
Call it, I guess you can't call it a duck if he fought fucking Manny Pacquiao instead of Keith Thurman.
No. What I'm saying is it's not about somebody ducking. I'm just saying
Dang,
we
I give a shit. I
we
give that what you're saying.
yeah we programmed to give it respect, but it's really the same thing as the franchise when we should be pushing to get it out of all of boxing
All right,
the same
so
way.
okay, bro, here's what we'll do. I guess we got to get a franchise belt more history first because what the fuck Canelo doing with the franchise belt? I don't fuck with that.
But
I
is
don't
it
fuck
fair
with that.
to is it fair to the poor
If
man
you,
working himself up if he can't get a shot at you because it's no mandatory for that belt? That's the issue with the franchise and the WBA Super because just like how Manny
but
was holding on to that belt for all that time because it's no mandatory.
the super is getting defended like it's a regular belt. The
No, it
franchise is being used and niggas in
no,
other divisions and shit.
but we
You
can't look
lose
at that.
You
They just
lose the super. You lose the super if you lead a division or you don't fight. You don't lose the franchise at all. That's why I don't fuck with it. That's the difference, bro.
no, you can lose. It's transferable now. Originally, it wasn't, but if you get beat, just how Tiafimo won, it's transferable now.
You know making up this bullshit to get around Heyman, bro. We saw them, bro. How
No,
you go?
no, no,
You
no,
said
no.
he was
We agree on that. Canelo avoided Charlo, requested franchise
I
that
wouldn't
didn't
even go
exist
say
at the
that
time.
one. I don't like Canelo. I wouldn't even go say that one. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
even go say that.
that's the first one because people like to act like that didn't happen, and they like to act. And now the narrative, for some reason, there's a lot of people on Twitter be coming at me saying that Charlo duck Canelo. So this why this my problem with boxing.
Niggas don't care about logic, bro. It was a nigga on Twitter. I said something. He said something I didn't think was true. I really came to him like an asshole. And then I said, I said some shit, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I get what the fuck you saying." I was like, boom. Then I hit him back again. I put some respect on the tweet because he ain't come to me like an asshole, and I really came to him like an asshole. He wasn't even being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So he came back like, "Oh yeah." So boom, boom, boom. So he ended up agreeing with me. And I'm like, yeah, logic and reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, logic and reason. If you can put logic and reason together, you could get through any fucking situation. Motherfucker, if you put logic together, Canelo was the champion. He didn't fight Charlo. Now he not the champion. Charlo got a belt. How the fuck is his belt fake? And he got this nigga belt that didn't want to fight him.
But look at this, though. Look what's going on right now, though. Even bigger than that. When Charlo was his WBC mandatory at 160, he requested not to fight his mandatory. He was too big for mandatories. Now the Eardrum is his mandatory for his WBC belt. Why not request the franchise right now and just get on to some real fights? You know what I mean? Like it's so picky and that's why I'm kind of starting to hate boxing. Is because it's getting to the point where you almost just gonna have to be biased for the black fighters because that's how they.
You think Ugas don't got mandatories right
No,
now?
no, he don't have mandatory. Absolutely don't. That's a fact. The WBA super belt need to be eliminated.
So why was we pushing for Ugas to fight Manny or Manny to fight somebody if Manny is the franchise champion?
We was trying to get him to fight because that's considered the real belt in the WBA.
They be defending that motherfucker against real fighters. Like
no, but you missed it. You missed what I'm saying.
Canelo got his belt, bro, and he left the division. That's some
bullshit. But that still don't take away. You missed what I'm saying. That still don't take away the operating function of the belt. Like because somebody else,
but Manny can't beat a super and lead a division. They gonna take it from him. Canelo can beat a franchise and lead a division.
No, he no longer the franchise champion. They took it.
Canelo ain't franchise at middleweight no more?
No, they took it.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
Yeah, it's still growing, but it's pretty much gonna have the same function as the WBA.
We gotta wait to see the history. We gotta wait to see the history. I wait to see the history of this.
But my point is, you can get it. You can end up with a Canelo with that belt. Well, Pacquiao pretty much was doing the same thing. He was holding the belt hostage. One of them could have been had it. He was holding the belt hostage for years because there's no mandatory. That's the point. Like we need to. It was talk about WBA said they was gonna get rid of it. It was talk about it before, but we need to start pushing this conversation more. We don't want belts that don't have mandatories because it take away from what the fan can get.
But I get why you would do that. You would do that so a guy like Earl Spence could fight a guy like Canelo and not lose his belt at 147, take his loss if he go lose and come back and still defend his belts. That's why you would do that.
But you don't need Super to do that.
It's not made like that.
But you don't need Super to do that because Kell Brook went up with the IBF belt and he lost the Triple G and still had his IBF belt.
I was just gonna say, Dan Russell did it with the fucking WBC belt with Lomachenko.
Right.
But he wasn't inactive though. You know what I'm saying? Brook wasn't inactive.
Yeah, long as you active, but only. I just think we need to get rid of belts with no mandatories. That's the overall push.
But yeah, I get what you're saying, but I get why they would do that so you could make fights like that. You could make
it was specifically for a guy like Floyd, so you ain't forcing Floyd to fight. Floyd wanted the money fights, and they wanted to make money.
Yeah, he wanted to make. Yeah.
So he ain't had to waste his time on somebody coming up. But I'm saying for somebody coming, that's
well, on some real shit, like you know how that ranking shit go. Sometimes them niggas, it be some foreign niggas won't even know. You know what I'm saying? Why would we want to see Earl Spence beat the shit out nigga named Hamid Maserati? You know what I'm saying? Why would we want to see that? Why we have to fight?
But But look, think about sometimes it's gonna be somebody that really deserve it. Like Keith
It's finna
Thurman
be
at that.
Boost. Boost is up there now. That's what I'm telling you. This shit go happen. Boost is ranked like number 2 or number 1.
Yeah.
This shit go
But
happen, bro.
this my point. Say if Earl only held the WBA super, he would never had to fight Boots if he didn't want to. But if Boots went the WBC route, well, I can
That's
in
what he's
longest
gonna fight Ugas for now. If he
yeah,
go
no,
fight
he
him.
gonna no, but he gonna have multiple belts. So you can force a mandatory with Earl, just depending on which route you go toward. You can go IBF or you can go WBC or you can go
I,
WBO.
I
You
think
just
if
can't go
niggas really,
WBA.
I think if niggas really try to put everybody except Keith Thurman, I think if niggas really put heat on Earl, he gonna fight them anyway. I don't think you can have to do all it. If a nigga really coming in like, if he really making a spectacle about, what I'm saying, I think Earl gonna fight him anyway.
Yeah. Fury used the same gloves Bernie Sanders had on. That's funny.
Yeah, man, he good. He good shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm from my. We been on this motherfucker 2 hours. The last show
Yeah.
I did was an hour. I think we did pretty goddamn good. 2 hours will be my second show. I ain't even put
Yeah.
EP2 in this bullshit. But I finna get the fuck up out here. Y'all wanna get them your social media and shit, YouTube, Twitter,
Yeah.
whatever,
Trap Media on YouTube, Trap Media on Twitter. Shout out SouthernTea Boxing. Um, yeah, you gotta keep it going. Stay consistent with this shit, man. I see everything going. I
Yeah,
see the growth.
I want to go fuck with today, but that WBA shit put me in a good mood. I'm glad that they got that
Yeah,
motherfucker with Manny Pacquiao. So I said I'm gonna go today.
yeah.
I don't
Everybody
mind.
make sure y'all thumb up the video so it help the algorithm.
Yeah,
Like, subscribe, share, push it. It's a good channel, good vibes, and shit. We'll be back at sometime.
right. They don't know. We might be back tomorrow. We might not.
Yeah.
I really be going. If I'm gonna have to get a set time. I say this though. I have came on at 8 o'clock 2 days in a row. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna be doing though, but the last 2 days it's been 8 o'clock. So I don't know. That 8 o'clock might be the time, but I really don't know. I'm just going with the flow right now. Trying to see how this shit work. I'm really just getting used to this. I still ain't figured out how to get folks wrenches and shit. Hopefully I can figure that out. But
You gotta you click the three dots next to their name. You might have to do it
it ain't
on the
popping
set.
up. It ain't popping up though. I might have to. It ain't
Yeah, just
popping up.
look. I'll send you a video on. I'll
Ah,
send you
yeah,
a
do
video.
that.
All right.
But yeah, though, SouthernTea, man, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. Follow my nigga Trap Media on all his social medias, YouTube, Twitter, all that good shit. I appreciate everybody that came through, and I'm out. Love.